As-salâm alaykum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Today, I address you, chosen by Allah, the one whom the Creator has chosen for a unique and precious mission. Know that Allah, in His infinite wisdom, has already sent a powerful person into your life, an exceptional being who is not here by chance but by divine decree. This person, whether a guide, a support, or a manifest sign, is here to change your life forever. But the real question is, are you ready to welcome this change? Are you ready to open your heart to this presence that can transform your destiny? You may have gone through trials, moments of doubt or loneliness. Perhaps at times you have felt this emptiness, this weight, this thirst for renewal that nothing else can quench. This powerful person sent by Allah comes to fill this void. He comes to illuminate this path that seemed obscure. He comes to open these doors that you thought were closed forever. But this transformation, as powerful as it may be, requires from you a sincere openness and a deep trust. Don't let your heart harden or your fear hold you back. This is not an ordinary encounter. It's a rendezvous with destiny. For what this person carries within them is not simply human. It is a divine breath. An energy that comes from Allah to uplift you, to heal what seemed irreparable, to lift you toward a bright future. This is not a vague promise, but a spiritual reality, an intervention that both shakes and liberates. If you choose to ignore this sign, if you refuse this outstretched hand, then you risk missing out on an immense transformation. But if you choose to open your soul, to let this divine power flow within you, then prepare yourself to experience a profound, radical, and lasting change. Today, I invite you not to close this door, not to let doubt or fear lock you in. Listen to this voice, feel this presence, and prepare yourself to embrace your destiny. This powerful person Allah has sent into your life is no mere coincidence. They are a messenger, a guide, a spiritual support, carrying within them a power beyond human understanding. They can manifest in many forms: a brother or sister in Islam, a mentor, an advisor, or even a subtle sign that only those with an attentive heart can perceive. They are not always a visible or obvious presence, but their impact is profound and real. Allah, in His wisdom, often chooses to send this person at a time when the soul is ready, at a time when the heart is searching for new light. This presence is a gift, a blessing, a divine intervention that comes to shake up your routine, break your invisible chains, and open doors you thought were closed. It does not come to confuse you, but to guide you towards the truth, to accompany you on your spiritual journey with patience and wisdom. Recognizing this person requires a pure and attentive heart. It's not always easy, as the veil of ego, doubts, and fears can obscure inner vision. Yet, the signs are there for those who know how to look. An inexplicable peace, a new strength in moments of weakness, an inspiration that illuminates your decisions. Sometimes, this person brings you specific advice that resonates deeply within you. Other times, it's a silent but reassuring presence that supports you through trials. Never underestimate the power of such an encounter. It is a manifestation of Allah's mercy, tangible proof that you are not alone on this path. This powerful person is a channel through which Allah acts to renew your faith, strengthen your resolve, and purify your heart. They help you overcome your blockages, understand your challenges, and move forward with confidence toward the goal the Creator has laid out for you. It is important to remain vigilant and humble in this relationship. Do not let pride or mistrust close you off from this precious help. This person, although powerful through the divine light they carry, is above all a servant of Allah, an instrument in His hands. Seize this opportunity with gratitude and openness, for it is unique, precious, and can truly change the course of your life. Recognizing this powerful person in your life isn't just a matter of appearances. It's not a name or a face that will be shown to you in an obvious way, but rather a series of signs and feelings that awaken your heart to a new reality. This divine presence often manifests itself through subtle but profound transformations, changes in the way you see the world, act and feel. Perhaps you suddenly feel an unusual inner peace, even amidst life's storms. Perhaps solutions to old problems are emerging before you, like a path illuminated by new light. Perhaps you hear that inner voice urging you to do good, to persevere, to let go of what holds you back. These are signs, blessings, proof that this powerful person is already at work in your life. Recognizing this presence requires a pure heart, an open mind, and a trust that transcends mere human logic. It also requires a willingness to let go of doubts, fears, and pride. This person can also act through other beings, unexpected events, and chance encounters that seem guided by an invisible hand. Every detail, every moment can be a message, a sign of his presence. But gratitude isn't just about perceiving these signs. It also involves an active response on your part. A commitment to listen, to follow, to open yourself to this profound change. Without this openness, these signs can go unnoticed or be dismissed as mere coincidences. Yet, every one of Allah's chosen ones is called to develop a spiritual sensitivity, to sharpen their inner discernment, to welcome what comes from Allah. This is not an intellectual quest, but a quest of the heart, an invitation to meditation, to sincere prayer, to attentive listening. The closer you approach Allah with humility, the clearer these signs become, the more this powerful person becomes a tangible reality. He becomes a source of guidance, strength, and hope. He helps you navigate trials with patience and faith, overcome doubts, and move forward with confidence. Remember that this recognition is a gift, a divine grace. And by fully grasping it, you enter a new phase of your spiritual life, a phase where transformation becomes possible, where blockages fall away, where the light of Allah illuminates every step. This powerful person is the catalyst for this change. Will you be able to recognize them, follow them, and cherish them? The role of this powerful person, whom Allah has sent into your life, goes far beyond mere guidance. She is a true divine catalyst, a spiritual force that shakes the very foundations of your existence to pave the way for profound and lasting transformation. She is not an ordinary guide, but an instrument chosen by the Almighty to help you overcome the invisible barriers that prevent you from moving toward your destiny. Often, on our journey, we encounter blockages, fears, doubts, ingrained habits, past hurts that paralyze our faith and keep us in a dark place. This powerful person acts like a divine key capable of unlocking these closed doors. They come to shake you gently, or sometimes violently, depending on what your soul needs, to break the chains that hold you back. They push you to step out of your spiritual comfort zone, to abandon what is futile and to embrace what is uplifting. But this role is not limited to a simple push for change. This powerful presence is also a source of wisdom and light. It illuminates the dark areas you dared not face, reveals truths you preferred to ignore, and patiently guides you in learning new spiritual realities. It helps you understand trials, learn lessons from them, and strengthen your heart in the face of life's storms. Sometimes, this person acts gently, through the wisdom of their words, through the example they embody, through the inspiration they radiate. Other times, they intervene more directly, through trials or situations that force you to question yourself. Whatever the method, their goal is clear: to bring out in you the highest version of yourself. the one Allah intended, the one who walks in light and truth. This transformation cannot happen without complete openness on your part. You must welcome this person with humility, accept their advice, even when it challenges your certainties. You must also be patient, because the path is not always easy. Inner resistance, questioning, and doubts may arise. But it is precisely in these moments that this powerful presence becomes essential. It is there to support you, lift you up, and guide you without ever letting you fall. Remember that this divine help is a direct manifestation of Allah's mercy. It is proof that you are not alone, that your quest is not in vain, that the Creator watches over you with love. This fundamental role of this person is a blessing that few are fortunate enough to receive. Seize this grace, take it as a treasure, as a beacon that illuminates your night. By fully embracing this role, you give yourself the opportunity to achieve deep inner peace, to move forward with confidence and serenity, and above all, to draw ever closer to Allah. It is a radical transformation, a spiritual rebirth that cannot be achieved without this powerful and divinely orchestrated support. Among Allah's chosen ones, many resist this divine help, despite this powerful person sent to change their lives. This resistance is not always due to conscious refusal, but often to invisible barriers, anchored deep within the heart and mind. Pride, fear, doubt, mistrust, and even a feeling of excessive independence prevent some from opening their hearts to this essential transformation. Spiritual pride is one of the most pernicious obstacles. It can manifest as the idea that one already knows everything, that one needs no one, not even divine help embodied by that powerful person. This attitude closes the door to mercy and guidance, because it creates an illusion of self-sufficiency that distances one from the deeper truth. No one is complete without the support of Allah and His instruments. This refusal to accept help is a poison that eats away at the soul, for it keeps in the dark that which should be illuminated. Fear is another major obstacle. Fear of change, fear of losing one's bearings, fear of embarking on an unknown path can paralyze the chosen one. This fear often stems from ignorance of what change truly entails. Yet, remaining stuck in spiritual immobility is far more dangerous than daring to move forward, even with doubts. Fear closes the heart, and a closed heart cannot receive divine light. Doubt about the sincerity or intentions of this powerful person can also hinder acceptance of their help. In a world where deception and pretense exist, it is natural to be cautious. But Allah reminds us to remain confident, to discern wisely, and not to let doubt become an impenetrable wall. This doubt, if not carefully addressed, becomes a barrier that prevents healing and transformation. Finally, there are those who, out of misplaced independence, refuse to acknowledge their need for help. The illusion of total control over one's life prevents one from submitting to the wisdom of Allah, which often works through unexpected people or situations. This refusal is a powerful obstacle because it isolates the soul and deprives it of the richness that this divine help can bring. The consequences of this rejection are grave. One who rejects this powerful person closes themselves off from Allah's blessing, exposes themselves to spiritual stagnation, and opens themselves up to the harshness of a destiny that could have been softened. Allah's strike can then manifest itself in the form of heavier trials, deeper suffering like a final warning, a call to return to the right path. But it's never too late to change. Even those who have resisted for a long time can still open their hearts. Allah's mercy is vast and its doors are always open. The key is to recognize this resistance, fight it sincerely, and finally surrender to divine wisdom. Fully welcoming this powerful person Allah has sent into your life requires more than just outward acknowledgement. It is an act of humility, faith, and total surrender to divine wisdom. It is not an easy path, as it involves overcoming the resistance of the heart, the doubts of the mind, and sometimes even the criticism of the world. But it is the only path that leads to true transformation, inner peace, and the fulfillment of your destiny as a chosen one. The first step in welcoming this presence is to purify your heart. This means eliminating all traces of pride, arrogance, and mistrust that prevent you from fully receiving this divine help.
Purifying the heart involves sincere prayer, meditation, and attentive reading of the Quran and the words of the Prophet. It is in this inner silence, in this deep listening, that you can perceive the gentle yet powerful voice of this person and let it accompany you. Next, you must nurture your faith in Allah's wisdom. Even if this person's paths sometimes seem difficult, even if the trials increase, keep in mind that everything that comes from Allah is for your ultimate good. Faith allows you to overcome fear and doubt, to rely on an unwavering trust in divine mercy and justice. This trust is the key that opens the door to total surrender. Accompany this faith with concrete actions. Take the time to reflect on the changes this divine presence inspires in you. Perhaps it's about correcting a behavior, abandoning a habit, or adopting a new spiritual practice. These concrete steps are the outward manifestation of your inner openness. Don't wait for everything to be perfect. Start where you are, with sincerity and perseverance. Welcoming this powerful person also requires patience. Spiritual transformations are not always instantaneous. Sometimes light comes slowly, in the gentleness of time, through the constancy of small efforts. Don't be discouraged by resistance, relapses, or moments of doubt. This person is there to support you, to lift you up, to encourage you every step of the way. Finally, develop a relationship of dialogue with this divine presence. This can be achieved through prayers, supplications, and moments of contemplation where you confide your fears, hopes, and needs to Him. The more you nurture this relationship, the more alive it becomes, the more powerfully and wisely it accompanies you. This dialogue is the source of a deep connection with Allah, for this person is His instrument. By fully welcoming this person, you allow Allah to act freely through them. You become a receptacle of His mercy, a fertile ground for His light. It is in this total openness that your life can truly change, that your faith can flourish, that your destiny as a chosen one can be fully fulfilled. As-salâm alaykum wa rahmatullah wa barakatuh. Here we are at the end of this spiritual journey, at this crucial moment when each of Allah's chosen ones must make a decisive choice. This powerful person, this messenger, this guide that the Almighty has sent into your life is not a mere coincidence or a fluke of fate. It is a blessing, a divine gift, a unique opportunity for transformation that you cannot afford to ignore. It's normal for change to be frightening. It's natural for resistance to arise, for doubts and fears to assail you. But remember that behind every trial, every struggle, every hesitation lies infinite wisdom. Allah never places a burden on His servants without also giving them the strength to carry it. This strength, this light, is embodied in this powerful presence that now accompanies you. Don't put off until tomorrow what you can accomplish today. Time is precious, and the path of the chosen is paved with opportunities that only present themselves once. Every moment of hesitation is a moment when you risk losing barakah, blessing, the chance to draw closer to Allah. So, choose today, here, now, to open your heart wholeheartedly to this person, to this guidance, to this strength. Remember that you are not alone. Allah is always with you, His mercy is immense, and His doors are always open. This powerful person is His instrument, a means by which He wishes to elevate you, purify you,
and lead you into the light. To accept this help is to accept Allah's love, to embrace life in all its depth and beauty. The story of the chosen ones is a story of struggles, falls, and renewals. It is made up of moments when faith wavers, but also when it strengthens when light pierces the darkness. Today, you are at that tipping point. Choose to make this encounter a new birth. Choose to walk with confidence, with humility, with faith. This transformation won't always be easy. It will require patience, perseverance, and sometimes sacrifice. But the reward is immense. Inner peace, clarity, closeness to Allah, and the fulfillment of your mission on this earth. This powerful person is the key that unlocks these doors. Seize it with gratitude and courage. May every word of this video resonate within you as a call to action, to faith, to sincere submission. May the light of Allah illuminate every step of your path. May His peace fill your heart, and may His mercy accompany you at every moment. You are a chosen one, chosen with love, and this choice is a sacred responsibility. So, go forth with confidence, with faith, with hope. Embrace this change, this power, this blessing. Be a living testimony to Allah's mercy in this world. And above all, never forget, Allah is with those who sincerely turn to Him. May His peace, His light, and His blessing be upon you, today and always.